GC fam, what's going on? James here, coming at you. Today's video is actually something that's kind of interesting. Actually, Rob asked me about this the other day. The #1 supplement besides like pre-workout is creatine. Like everyone asks about creatine. And so Rob was actually asking me, he's like, dude, when should I take creatine? Because I think he was trying to get on some. And he was like, he wanted to know the best time like during the day to take his creatine. So basically today's video is about creatine. It's been around forever. It's basically the first supplement I ever took, and it's probably the first supplement that a lot of people have taken just because there's so many people talk about it all the time. So there's a ton of articles, ton of videos, ton of like research. Creatine is one of the most legit supplements you can buy. It's one of the few supplements that's been like scientifically proven to work for just about everybody. So there's a bunch of different types of creatine out there. Creatine Monohydrate, ethyl ester creatine, there's Micronized Creatine, there's like some Tri-Creatines out there. There really aren't any significant differences in terms of which one you should take. Honestly, I would go with the cheapest option. It's all basically the same. Like you can buy a tub of it, like it'll last you months for probably like 20 bucks. You don't need to spend, you know, $50, $60 on some special creatine. Take whichever creatine you can afford. Simple. All creatine is basically created equal. What is creatine? Basically, it is a naturally occurring substance in your body. Your body produces it. You also can get it from various protein sources. So like certain fish have creatine. Red meats typically have creatine. If you eat a lot of meat, chances are you have a ton of creatine in your body. And what it basically does is it allows you to work out longer and harder. It improves muscular endurance, muscular production. The way it does this is it helps your body produce ATP faster. So ATP is the adenosine triphosphate. It's a super quick, readily available energy. You do something that's, you know, less than 10 seconds, like a sprint, 1 rep max, you are using your ATP. Body needs to do something, boom, it goes right to the ATP. What the creatine does is it helps your body produce more ATP at a faster rate. Therefore, your body has more ATP, and therefore you recover a lot faster between sets, and you have more ATP readily available for your next set, basically. Since it can do that, it will improve your workload capacity. So you'll be able to work out a little bit harder, a little bit longer, okay? Which therefore, byproduct of that, long term, it will help you overall gain more muscle, which will therefore cause you to lose more fat. There's also some other benefits. There's also some studies that say that it will reduce your myostatin levels. So myostatin basically prevents new muscle growth. And supplementation of creatine will actually lower myostatin levels, so your body will be able to build more muscle and not be naturally inhibited. Reduce protein breakdown in your body, and it will promote more protein synthesis. Fuck, that word sucks, dude. Basically, so it will improve protein damn it, I did it again. Improve protein synthesis. Boom. It doesn't really necessarily have any big effects on like endurance or aerobic work. So if you're doing like marathons or tons of cardio, creatine's not really going to help you a ton in terms of like performance. Outside of that, there's been some studies that show that creatine actually helps with brain function. Your body stores creatine. 95% of that is stored in your body, like in your muscles. The other 5% is stored in your brain, liver, and your kidneys. Been some studies that show that creatine actually may help with like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, epilepsy, some similar like brain-related illnesses and diseases, just because your body stores so much in your brain. That takes it to a whole new level of why, you know, not just athletes should take creatine, and why supplementation of creatine is beneficial for general population. But I'm really not trying to get super sciencey, super in depth today. We'll just kind of leave it like that. Any of these benefits by themselves would be awesome, but the fact that it does all of that is a big plus. Some common myths with creatine: that you'll cramp, that you'll bloat, that it will cause kidney damage or liver damage. I honestly, I wouldn't pay a lot of mind to those. As with anything, they're there's kind of risks. The amount of people actually affected by liver damage or kidney damage is so minute. Let's talk about when you should take creatine. Full dosing is 3 to 5 grams. There's usually, people recommend a loading period of about a week where you're doing like 20 grams a day and then tapering off to 3 to 5 grams a day after that. The loading phase is not completely necessary. You can get away without loading. It may take you longer to start feeling some effects of the creatine though. There's like a huge debate. This is like the biggest debate is when should I take creatine? Should I take it before my workout? Should I take it after my workout? Does it really matter? Can I take it whenever? There's been a ton of studies. Basically, the difference between taking it before your workout or after your workout is super minute. Like you can't even really tell. There's really not a huge difference between taking it before or taking it after. I personally take it after. I take it after because it's just easier for me to take it after. I used to take it before. I used to take it before and I used to take it after. I used to take it solely before. I used to take it first thing in the morning. I've taken it all sorts of times throughout the day, and I haven't noticed a giant difference in when I take it and what the results are. I would say as long as you're taking it, take it whenever is convenient for you and you remember to take it, because it's the same thing as everything. Okay, consistency is key. So if you take it one day and you don't take it the next, can we really say if it's working or not? No. So is whatever you need to do to take it consistently, that's what you need to do. Okay, so if it's before, take it before. If it's after, take it after. If it's first thing in the morning, take it first thing in the morning. As long as it's in your body, everyone's different. All right, whatever allows you to get it in, get it in. Some people take supplements that have creatine in it, in which case take it whenever you take that supplement, obviously, because it's in that supplement. So if it's in your pre-workout, take it in there. If you have some sort of recovery drink that has creatine in it, that's when you're taking your creatine. It doesn't really matter when you take it, just as long as you take it. If you notice a noticeable difference when you take it before, as opposed to taking it after, then start taking it before. Everyone's going to respond a little bit differently. Like I said earlier, like vegans and vegetarians, they don't get a lot of creatine in their food that they eat. So a lot of vegans and vegetarians tend to be super receptive to when they start taking creatine, just because their body doesn't have a giant surplus of it because of everything they're eating. If you're eating a ton of meat, you may not notice a huge spike in performance when you start taking some creatine, just because your body already has enough in it. Like I said, it's a supplement. Okay, if you're already getting a lot of creatine through your body, just through your nutrition and your daily intake, then you may not really need creatine. Although it's hard to gauge how much creatine you're actually getting from various food sources. So I like to take the creatine anyway, just to make sure that I'm getting enough. It's a supplement. It's supposed to help. It's supplementing your diet. That's the purpose of supplements. They're not the end-all be-all, but they're there to help you improve performance. And that's what creatine does. It helps you improve athletic performance, short duration, boom, 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 so you can build more muscle, get leaner, get strong AF. But like I said, doesn't matter when you take it necessarily. Take it before, take it after, whatever works for you, that you get it in. I hope this video helped some of you guys. If you have any other questions about creatine or other supplements, leave them below. I'm always happy to answer, always happy to interact and help out. If you follow me on social media, shoot me a DM on Twitter or Instagram, even though Instagram sucks right now. Let me know if you guys like this style of video. Let me know if you guys like me talking about some supplements, dropping some knowledge on the people. Let me know if you guys like that. I appreciate you guys for watching. New GUNSMITH gear is dropping soon. In fact, it may be up on the site when you're watching this video. I don't know. You're watching this video on Sunday, so it may already be on the site. If it is, it's below. The link is below regardless. I'll put it down there, and I'll put a big ass thing that says buy now. New hoodies, everything dope on the site, new gear. Appreciate you guys for watching. Check out my social media below if you don't already follow me, but chances are you do because you're awesome. I appreciate y'all. Talk to y'all next time.